Oh, wow. Hmm. That was supposed to be a video. Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I am going. I just made a video and it didn't even work. Okay. Going to make me live. Say hi if you can hear me. Hello. I know somebody's watching. Let me see. Edit privacy. Public. Awesome. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I'm so glad you're watching. If you are, it's been a while since I've gone live. I feel so nervous when I haven't gone live for a while. I'm like, what are all the steps? Because it's just me doing all these things. But say hi if you're watching. There's really no rhyme or reason that I am going live today. It's just that I've been struggling and I wanted to just talk with people. I didn't go live today, but I had a podcast with one of my friends this morning and I realized how it rejuvenated me. And I thought, I haven't gone live with anybody. I haven't talked with anybody. And I feel so isolated. I think that could be one of the reasons that I'm feeling extra blue lately because I love being around people. So say hi if you're watching. And this is kind of titled, Why Don't We Feel Happy During the Holidays or Not So Merry Holidays? I had a little video, but it didn't come out right. That's what happens when you try to do things on the fly, right? Yeah. So yeah, comment and let me know who is watching. I'm so glad you're watching. Thank you. So if you don't know me or if you've never seen me before, my name is Melody McAllister, and I'm so crazy. I love to go live. I love to talk with people. I live in Alaska. I am not from Alaska. I am from the great state of Missouri, and I couldn't handle the winters there. They seemed way too long. So when I was 19, I decided to move to Texas to have better summer or better winters. And I lived in Texas for about 20 years almost. I married my husband. We have 5 children. And then we moved to Alaska. This is going on 5 years. It's going to be 5 years this spring. It's crazy. And it's snowing like crazy outside. In Alaska, it is 5 o'clock. So on the East Coast, it's 9 o'clock. And we've had darkness probably as long as you have because the sun is setting super early in the day and the sun is rising super late in the morning. In a couple of weeks, it will rise around 11 a.m. and it will set around 3 p.m. So we'll have a little bit of dusk, but it could be worse because other places in Alaska, the further north you are, they have no day at this time. Like it will come to no day and then it'll turn around at winter solstice. So yeah, I don't see any comments. Oh my goodness. Hey, Pam. Thank you. Oh, yes. You know what, Pam? Thank you. It's actually been a tough few weeks. I think it started around Thanksgiving, and I just couldn't shake it. And if you know me, and Pam does know me, I love to wear makeup. So this is like my second time wearing makeup, and I was going to say 2 weeks, but it's been longer than that. And if I'm not wearing makeup for a long time, you should be concerned. And it's not that I have to wear makeup. That's just a part of who I am. I love it. And I like who I am also without makeup. And I want to talk about makeup today. But I also just want to hear from you. How are you doing these holidays? Do you have your Christmas tree up yet? We don't have our Christmas tree up. And I'm probably the biggest reason why, because when I'm happy and I want to put all that stuff up, it goes up. And everything happens, but I haven't wanted to put it up. And it's not just because I think my cats and my dog are going to tear it down. I just don't have any real holiday cheer. Thanksgiving was a bust. It wasn't that it was completely, you know, yeah, it was a bust. Yeah, it just sucked, honestly. There were some good things about it, but, we've had a lot of people pass away lately, friends, family members, and the state of the world. I feel like that and the darkness it's just all getting. But yeah, thank you for commenting, Pamela. Anybody else, let me know how you're doing, where you're coming from. Pamela is also in Alaska. I hope that's okay that I said that, Pamela. But she is a good friend. And thank you. Oh my gosh, I have a Texas friend. Yay. But I can't see who you are, so tell me which of this friend. And I miss Texas. How's it going in Texas? I know there was like a tornado in Tennessee tonight, so or probably multiple if it's like anything. Hey Mel, good to see you. Good to see you, Mel. Also from Texas. It's Amy. Yay, Amy. Oh my goodness. Thanks for saying hi. That's so cool. Um, so what are you all doing for the holidays? I am just going on here live. I just wanted to talk to my friends. So already the mission is complete, it's coming together just like I hoped it would. Oh, I miss you too, Mel. I want to just give a shout out to my friend Mel. Um, I challenged him to start like I don't know that he understood the dilemmas of teaching. So I said, "You know what? You should be a sub. You should go sub." And my friend Mel did. He's a great sub and he is really serving schools in Texas. So good job, Mel. I appreciate you and I miss you as well. Thanks for being such a good friend. And what are you guys doing today and this weekend? We have been out delivering. Oh my gosh, spiked eggnog. Why can't you live closer, Pamela? Do you make this yourself or do you buy this? Yes. Oh my gosh, Amy, I love you. PB&J. Yes. Traveling all over. So, Amy, are you in Texas tonight or are you like, yeah, you said you were from Texas. Um so you must be having a break from your traveling. Do you have any travels before the holidays? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I need to be friends with your husband. Let's get this spiced eggnog sent to the Anchorage area, Pamela. Let's make that happen. Which I want to ask, what are you guys drinking? And it's okay if you don't drink, but what are you guys drinking? Do you have special things that you're drinking for the holidays? Something that I love to do is wassail. I love to put it in a slow cooker, and I will put apple cider. Is it apple cider? Yes, apple cider. I'll put some, orange juice, apple juice, pineapple juice. I'll probably spike it with some liquor, put cinnamon there, nutmeg, let it just slow cook throughout the day. Oh my God, it smells so good. You don't have to put liquor in it if you don't want, but it's really good for the holidays. Yes, I love it. Yes, hot apple cider. Oh my gosh, Leslie, I'm with you. Oh my gosh, good. Making lots of holiday treats. Oh, team party. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? You've got to like the people. If you're going to your work party, that means that you really like your coworkers. And if you like your coworkers, that's amazing. That's a gift. Merry holidays to you. um awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for talking with me. This is so cool that you're talking with me. This is exactly why I came on. One of the things I wanted to talk about was the worst gifts ever. So since I have people talking, yesterday when we were driving to school, Mac was driving me to school because I am terrible on these roads. Sometimes I'm all right, and they were on the radio station. They were talking about like the worst gifts that you've ever received, and I laughed hysterically. And it's kind of sad because I realized I hadn't laughed out loud for quite a while. Like I couldn't remember the last time I laughed like that. So, what are the worst gifts? Maybe they're gifts that you've gotten from family members or Secret Santa. I want to know. I'll flash them up here. Worst gifts ever. Your best coworker is me. Leslie, I would love to work with you. We would have so much fun. We would get in a lot of trouble, actually. Probably with Amy as well. Hey, Megan. Oh my God. Yes, it has been way too long. I've seen some of your posts though. You're getting healthy. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I'm with you. It's good to see you and it's been way too long. Thank you, Texas friends, for saying hi. That is so sweet. But what are your worst gifts? I will say, okay, Leslie says Taco Bell gift card. Okay. Listen. Taco Bell is good if you are inebriated or you've got the munchies. Taco Bell is good, but you will live to regret it. Once you hit like the age of 30, maybe it's a little younger. I feel like around 30, Taco Bell hates you. It hates your intestines and you will regret Taco Bell. And sometimes you forget that. And you will go to Taco Bell because your kids can still handle Taco Bell. And you will get Taco Bell. And then you will wake up at 1 a.m. and you will be on the toilet hating your life. If that happens to you, yeah, that happens to me way too much. I mean, not that much. I try not to, imbibe on the Taco Bell too much. I love you, Carly. I got to say to Carly, I have loved your posts lately. You bring me so much life. And I don't know if it's the pink. I don't know if it's the pink and the black, but Carly, I love all of your vibe. I love all that you're doing. and it makes me happy just to see your posts, and I know that you're helping so many people. That's really good too, but also I love your style, okay? Oh, is it Leslie Crystals is better? We don't have that here, but, surprise, surprise, we don't even have a Red Lobster here in Alaska, so whatever. Yes, it hates me too, I hear you. Hey, Kim, oh my gosh, hey, Kim. Kim just had a birthday. No Taco Bell, Pamela? Well, I guess the gods love you. Oh my god. Yes. Also, Carly, I saw your post about the ceiling. I want you to know I had a hole in my bathroom ceiling because we had a leak for over a year now. It's I'm not saying that you're gonna have it for over a year, but I just felt your pain, honestly. And I'm not very like neither my husband and I, we're not handy people, so we need to get somebody to fix that hole. But I'm sorry, I saw that happen. I felt sick for you. All right, this is Amy. Amy, if this is not you, tell me who this if this is Facebook user. I think this is Amy says, I don't think I've gotten anything awful, but I did get a weird kind of awesome gift from a parent one year, and you'll appreciate it. It was legit tuna gondola. Stop it. Stop it. It can't be right. I feel like this is definitely Amy. Yeah, it's Amy. Okay, I wonder why the tuna though. That's crazy. And tuna is so big. Tuna, I think if I met tuna in the ocean, I would have to swim the other way. I feel like tuna could eat you, you know? Okay, Kim says we make crunch wraps at home. They're so good. Yes, it is. I am so one of my best memories, and I'm gonna get this to this later in my show because this is my show. I got to meet Kim this last spring for the first time in person. And what we were in Philadelphia. No, no, no. We were in what is the state that Philadelphia is in? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, right? Kim, we were in Pittsburgh. And I love you, Kim. I am so glad. I miss traveling. I don't miss being away from my family that much. And I feel like I'm like dealing some of my anxiety for the holidays is dealing with a lot of the stuff that happened when I was gone, just being gone for so long. So I don't miss that, but I miss meeting all my friends and seeing all my friends. Kim, I had a wonderful time with you this past spring. I had a parent give me homemade Thai food for Christmas. I was so happy she had multiple kids. That's awesome. When I was teaching 5th grade in Garland, Texas, I had a student who was so embarrassed, but her abuela would make me food and send it with her. And she hated it. She was so embarrassed. I don't know why, but her abuela made the best food, tres leches. And I know I'm saying it like a white person, but the tres leches cake was, I didn't like that cake. I didn't like tres leches, or so I thought, but I'd only had store-bought cake. And when my student brought me her abuela's tres leches, I was a believer. I was like, oh, this is how it's really supposed to taste. It was the best. At one point, I did have to put like a sign on my door, like, don't feed the bears. I started to gain weight, but I loved all the food that was sent me. Oh, okay, salmon. That makes more sense. But you know what? I'm slow. I have forgotten more than I even know. So it makes sense, Amy. Like salmon, yeah. And in my mind, I was seeing salmon, salmon. I was seeing salmon. So yeah, Pittsburgh. Thank you. Thank you. Authentic foods. Yes. And when they're made with love. And I don't know about you, but if I have to make food, it does not taste as good as when somebody else makes it for you. Like I never want to make eggs Benedict because I like eating eggs Benedict at my favorite little restaurant. Like Mac took me to brunch. Brunch for me is like having brunch. I feel like it's such a privilege. I feel like a rich woman going to brunch every weekend at this little place called El Pastor here in Eagle River. And they make the best eggs Benedict, and I get reindeer sausage, and I get a short stack of blueberry pancakes every weekend. I treat myself, and I never feel guilty because I've learned not to feel guilty about food anymore. I don't eat all of it. I don't have to eat all of it. I just have to taste it, and I know that is like one of my most favorite things. Pamela says, "What is the state?" I know, right? This is how my brain works these days, Pamela. I used to be super sharp. I used to be. Yes. I completely agree. My mom and I used to take turns make each other salads because yes. And I don't know about you. I don't like iceberg lettuce mostly. I like spinach salad, but it's not really about the salad. Salad is just a good excuse to take your favorite toppings and just glory in it, you know? Blue cheese crumbles, yes. Ham, yes. Bacon, yes. Eggs, yes. Artichoke hearts, yes. Mushrooms, yes. What are those little tiny plant things? They look like hairs, but they're green. Yes. Um, oh my god, and this is disgusting, but I love cottage cheese on the side of my salad. I should not eat dairy, and I only do this every once in a while, like when I go to my favorite pizza place at one of the malls that we go to. But I will put cottage cheese because it's in the salad bar, and it just tastes so good, you know? Hot bacon dressing. I will try that. That actually sounds really good, but I'm a blue cheese girl. When I'm at a salad bar, I will mix my blue cheese and my ranch together. Oh my God. If you've never tried it, you should. I've been doing it since I was a kid. But oh my God, Derek, I love you. Hey, Derek, it's so good to see you. You have been on my mind. I love you so much. Derek, since you're on here, I want you to know that this spring break, Mac and I talked about it. We're going to Alabama. We're going to go to Alabama for Christmas this year because Mac has not seen his family, and which is also my family. We need to see our family. Gosh, we miss them, and they have, you know, we've they've gone through it this last year, lost a lot of people in his family. And Derek, I cannot wait to see you. I love you. I love you. I was telling Mac about your mom today. Derek is my cousin. He just lost his mom this week. Is Guys, a lot of my friends prayed so hard for her this last week. So I want to just give an update. But Derek, I love you. And I'm going to come. Mac and I were talking about it. I said, I have to go see my cousin Derek. I have to go see my sister Jessica. And so I will be seeing you guys at spring break, Derek, and you will be the first person. So I will be in Missouri during spring break. I'll probably bring one of my kids with me. But I'm so glad that you said hi. I hope I didn't say anything weird, but I always say things weird. Pizza is a much better mixture of yummy toppings. Yes. But salad is also good. Yes, I love you too. I love you, Derek. You don't even know that you are one of the anchors that has kept me anchored in this crazy season of deconstruction and learning about life after evangelicals, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I live next door to Alabama. Okay. Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. And if you guys don't know Derek, like he is the coolest. He's about to turn 50 and he's had like this. Derek, have you been doing it for a year, like 50 miles, and he's been getting healthier? He's really inspirational. If you send him a friend request, I don't know, maybe he'll accept it. I don't know, but he has good posts. And he's like me. He posts a lot of things that are public. So even if you don't make him so awkward, sorry, I'll shut up. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to be in Tuscaloosa, Leslie. We'll be in Tuscaloosa. That's where in Northport area. So how close are you to that? Thank you, Kim. Me too. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right. I know. I can't wait. And yes. Okay. And if also, Derek, if you're celebrating, if you have a Zoom part of your birthday, let me know. I will be celebrating with you. Okay, so worst gifts, guys. What are the worst gifts? I will tell you a story about one of the worst gifts that I've ever received. Mac and I were in when we lived in Texas, I don't know, we had Madeline. So maybe it was like 3 or 4 years into our marriage. And I had said, I need a slow cooker. And I saw this big present under the Christmas tree. And I was just like, I don't know, I was talking to Mac and I was just guessing, and I was like, "That's not a slow cooker," because I didn't want a slow cooker for my Christmas present. That's like not cool. And I was just laughing so hard because I was like, "That's a slow cooker, isn't it?" And I just laughed until I cried. And so, anyway, he's like, I gotta go. I'll be back in a couple hours. The man left right after that. And that was Christmas Eve, I think. And I didn't see him, or maybe it was the day before Christmas Eve. I don't know. But turns out it truly was a slow cooker. He realized that he was about to make one of the worst decisions of his life. And he got me lots of nice presents that I would actually like to my favorite store that I buy clothes, Torrid, all of that, and some gift cards, and I probably something really nice. But anyway, that was one of the worst gifts that I could think of. Not, I guess it's not as funny saying it out loud. It's not as funny. So yeah, no. Um, I'll tell you one of the stories that is funny that I heard on the radio yesterday, and it was the Brooke and Jeffrey show. So I want to give them. I agree. Appliances should never be gifts, especially because they were for the whole family. And honestly, Mac and I both share the cooking, so he uses the slow cooker as much as I do. But I love that slow cooker. Um, so a funny story was I miss Aldi. We don't have an Aldi's here in Alaska, but I miss it because it was my favorite store when I was living in Texas. And they have such weird and random things that you can get there. So this lady shared that one Christmas from her like step aunt, she received a pack of underwear with from Aldi's. It was Aldi brand underwear with the size blacked out. And so she thought it was strange, right? Like I cannot imagine from my step aunt like getting underwear, okay, with the size blacked out. And so then a little bit later, the aunt comes up to her and she's like, I hope you like this underwear from Aldi. She's like, they were a little bit too big for me, so I scratched out the size so it wouldn't embarrass you when you opened them up. And I just terrible. It's probably not as funny either, but the way that they said it, it was funny. So yeah, okay. So anyway, what are your worst gifts? Or I will tell you something. I hate white elephant gift exchanges. I hate it. There have been times where I was starting to enjoy it, and then the gift that I liked was stolen from me. And I'll tell you what, they didn't just steal my gift, they stole my Christmas spirit in that one movement of stealing my gift. And from that point on, years ago, this happened. I can't even tell you what the gift was, but I'll tell you something. I hate white elephant gift exchanges because people can steal it, and you shouldn't be stealing anything on Christmas. Okay. Have we not learned anything from the Grinch? That should not be a part of it. You should pick your gift. You should be happy with it or hate it. But if you, especially you like it, it should not be stolen. That is not Christmas to me. All right. I do not know. Oh my God, right? To the lady, it sounds like she did try them on, right? I would have just, she was probably a kind person. I probably would have been like, yeah, like, what? Yeah. Oh my God, you like? No, no, I cannot take it. It's crushing, you know? And then let's just say another part of the reason why I hate white elephant gift exchanges is like you will get a gift and you will think that this gift is amazing. You will get a gift that is so amazing, you hope that you pick it yourself until they make the rule that you cannot pick your own present, which I think is crap. But anyway, because we're grown people, we should be able to pick whatever present we want. A lot of times they say you can't pick your own present, but you will get something that is so great, and maybe you didn't even buy it for the white elephant gift exchange. You got it, and then you didn't have anything the day of the party. So then you have to take it because it's probably the best thing that you can put in there. You get? Anyway, no one is excited about that gift. The person that opens that gift is like, ho hum. You're over there jealous and you can't steal it because it's your gift. Nobody even steals that gift. So one, people take the gift that you actually like, or they don't steal a gift because nobody likes it, even though it's awesome. So that's the reason that I hate white elephant gifts parties. That's why. Air fryer. Yes, I need to get an air fryer. I don't have one yet, but I feel like this is the year. 2024 is the year I'm getting an air fryer. All right, Kim says, and it looks like my internet is coming in and out on my Wi-Fi. I apologize. Tell me if you're not hearing things. Kim says, I was at a party last night that we did one. We laughed until we cried. It's always fun to see each person's interpretation. Kim, what did you get? What was the gift that you got? And did you stick with the original? Did you have the original gift? And was there any pain involved if it was stolen? Because my heart broke when that happened to me. The story that I shared, a part of my heart has never healed from that. So I'm just a little bitter. And I will say that the hardest person to buy gifts for is my husband. I never know what to give him, and, usually, like, he likes a drone, so I'm gonna get him a drone from Costco this year, and he already knows because he told me to get it, so it's not like I'm running the surprise. He wants to take pictures on this drone, so that's what I'm getting. I have given him so many bad gifts, I feel terrible. I would rather just give him money. There also comes a time when, like, you have whatever you need. Sometimes Christmas, I remember feeling like I don't need anything, and I think that's when I learned that Christmas can be a lot more than just about gifts, and I that was probably a little bit of a late lesson to learn in life, but, tell me if you've had those experiences. I got a relaxation candle and tea. My original gift was stolen. The original was a tiny pine tree with lottery tickets. Dang! I would have been pissed. Unless it was, like, fake lottery, but I would have see, my heart would have broken, Kim, if that were me. I would have cussed. I would have been bitter. I would have I would have gone home if that happened to me. I would be like, "You're not taking my lottery." Yeah? What if that person becomes a millionaire, Kim? And that could have been your gift. Do you see where I'm coming from now? Like, that ain't right. That's not Christmas is all I'm saying. So, my friend Rochelle for my birthday was last month. She sent me bath bombs, and I usually love bath bombs. And one of these bath bombs had these little flower pieces in it. And, I don't usually take baths anymore because my bathroom doesn't have a bath. It only has a shower, and my kids' bathroom does, but they're so gross that I refuse to use their bathroom. Well, I took a lot of time and cleaned out their bathroom this week, and I thought, I haven't taken a bath in a long time. Maybe I'll try out these bath bombs. So I had cleaned this bathtub. I mean, it was amazing. It sparkled. And I felt really bad. Like I should have done it, much sooner than I had, honestly. It was just filthy. And I'm telling on myself. I will tell you a story. I don't go upstairs hardly to my kids. It's like the kids are all upstairs and their bathroom is upstairs because I'm a rage cleaner and I will spend hours cleaning everything just for them to make everything dirty like within the next hour. And I got so mad about this happening all the time that I just hated myself for who I became when I went up those stairs. So for a whole year, everybody, not that the bathroom didn't get clean in a year, it did, just not to the standards that I can clean it. But I just refused to go up there because I knew that I would come unglued. Every time I looked at my kid's room, every time I look at the bathroom, it was never to my standards and I would just become unglued. And so for a whole year, I stopped going up there. And I mean, I probably went up there like 2 or 3 times in a year, which is terrible. I feel like a really terrible parent, to be honest with you. But I felt even worse for yelling at my kids. And so I hated becoming so angry about the state of affairs happening upstairs in their bedrooms. I wouldn't go up there. But anyway, clean the bathroom. You could eat off the bathtub. It was so sparkling. I thought, I feel safe. I'll take a bath in this bathtub. Put the bath bomb in there. Little pieces of flour all over. But the little pieces of flour did not look like flowers in the bathtub. It looked like crap. So I had just cleaned and then it looked like I just couldn't do it. I just drained the water. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. It just, no. So I don't want bath bombs with flowers in it. That's just gross. It does not look like flowers in the bathtub. Okay, Leslie, it's true. I cuss all the time, but I have cut back. You would be proud of me. I don't cuss in the classroom. I did it first and I did not mean to, but I had been out of the classroom, for at least 4 years and I had to watch it was really hard. Like this fall was really hard for me to watch my mouth. I had to tell on myself to my bosses twice. Like I said shit today. Like I didn't mean to, but I said it. My kids didn't care, but if they go home and they're laughing and they're telling their parents that, oh yeah, my teacher said shit, their parents might care. So I needed to. I feel like I told my boss like yeah, I cussed today. And it was usually just playful stuff. Like it wasn't anything serious. I wasn't cussing at my kids. I just said it. Um, I have been watching my mouth and also my kids cuss now. And I didn't think that I would care that my kids cuss because I cussed as a kid. And I learned that all in the school bus mostly. Also, my dad cussed like a sailor, and I learned it from my brother's friends. But hearing my kids cuss, I don't like it. And my son got in trouble. Oh, he's gonna kill me. But he got in trouble at school for cussing at school. And I'm like, listen, I told you, if you cuss in front of adults, you're gonna get in trouble. Like, if you're gonna cuss, there are consequences. So I can't keep you from cussing, but I just want you to know parents aren't gonna want you to come over to their house if you're cussing, and I was mortified that he cussed at school and more than once anyway. I'm sorry for telling on him, but I feel that. I feel like it's my fault that my kids cuss. My husband doesn't cuss, so I take the blame for that. And parent fail, okay? One day I won't care. Like we'll cuss all together and it won't matter. But right now, I don't want to hear my kids cuss. Oh my gosh, it was stolen again after that person won $4. Oh, I love you, Kim. I respect you. I hope it was a good bad name. Okay. I love bath bombs. I just feel like don't put things inside of it that come out like especially you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It looked like bugs, honestly. They look like bugs in my bath. And I just I couldn't handle it. It was like, never mind, not doing this today. So gross. Um which totally took all the, wonderful. But I do love bath bombs. I love all things. Oh my god, that reminds me, I want to tell you guys about some of my favorite things. And I started this little thing that I'm doing right now, and you guys have been so kind to like talk with me. Um, you are amazing, Pamela. The things that you do, y'all. Pamela, she is a librarian, but she number one, she got like this amazing librarian of the year. This past year, she was recognized. I think in Chicago. Was it? I was flying to I was flying to Philly for ISTE. You were flying to, I feel like the Midwest, Chicago, to receive this amazing award for being an awesome librarian. And she really is. And I got to tell you, Pamela, I have mad respect for you. So, and all the things that you do for your students, you're an amazing educator. Um, so where was I going with this? Oh God. Okay. Part of the reason, yes, going back. Part of the reason why I am going live right now is because I have been struggling with feeling a lot of depressing feelings, and it's, I think it's the darkness. I think it's the state of the world. I think it's losing so many people so quickly. Um, yes, the Connable Scholarship from the Freedom, yes, Freedom to Read Foundation. Congratulations again. I hope that you ride that way for as long as you can because you deserve it. Put that on all your profiles. You know what I mean? Like you're a freaking amazing librarian. So anyway, I have things that I do so that it's not like I get so bad into these dark holes that I can't get out eventually. I feel like a lot of these things that I'm dealing with are natural. Like you can't be happy all the time. And I feel like depression, I know what it's like to be depressed long term. I had a miscarriage the year before I had WIT, and I was probably truly like in a very dark place for at least a year, if not a little bit longer. So so every time that I get into these kind of like states, it usually lasts for a couple of weeks. This one's lasting a little bit longer. Um, and I have things to combat it, and I wanted to share that with you. So let's see. Do I have a banner created for this? Um, okay, these are actually in my Amazon store, and I'm not saying you need to buy them. If you like them, I always put them in one place so that you can. And I found out that all of these things that I'm showing you are much cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else. You can find these on Amazon, and I'll drop the link if I can in here if you're interested. So something that really helps me, and I feel like moms especially, like we don't always get gifts that are very good or gifts at all. Last Christmas, I was the only person in the house that we were celebrating. We're at my cousin's house, and her family was opening presents in one, which is an amazing big house, and we were opening presents at the other end. And I was the only person in the house that didn't receive any presents. Now, my cousin gave me some things like, before we left, she's like, "Hey, I wish I would have given this." She gave me some amazing things. So, but on the day of Christmas, which it wasn't her job to give me anything, right? I was the only person in the house though, and it did feel a little bit weird, okay? But probably it's my fault because anyway, I probably was like, "We're not gonna do gifts this year," but then it was weird not, opening any gifts while everybody in the whole house was, so I'll just say that, but I'm not bitter or anything. But I feel like treating yourself is a must, especially if you're a woman in this world. We carry a lot on our shoulders, and a man too. But I don't know if these man think. I don't know if you like this. So one of the things I wanted to share with you that helps me when I'm going through these bouts, especially, is I love this. It's by Tree Hut. I don't know, but you can get these at Ulta. I got this one at Ulta. It's called this one is called Ocean Glow, and you can get I didn't get this one at Walmart. I got this one at Ulta and I paid way too much for it. It's much cheaper on Amazon. But it smells so good. There's nothing left of it, but there's hyaluronic acid in it, my like green microalgae, and it's so dry here in Alaska that it's just like my skin soaks it in. But I got this one at Walmart, and again, you can get this, but it's a cream, okay, and it smells so good. I had COVID a couple of years ago, and I've never really got my full sense of smell back. I haven't. So I don't smell very much anymore, which sucks because I don't taste as much anymore either. And you would think that I would be more down on my weight, but it's not just about food. So there's that. But this is such a good therapy. I love smelling nice things in the morning. And even though it has a stronger scent to it, I love it. I love it. It's not too strong. I don't think it'll knock anybody out. So tell me what you like to do. Do you guys like this? I think that these are great gifts, honestly. And if you ever wanted to give a gift for me, this would be the one. So Mac, if you're watching, but you know what? I treat myself, so nobody has to send it. But I think that this would be a good, if you like this kind of stuff. Also, I don't like lotion that takes forever to be absorbed on your skin. And these are really light. So I wanted to share this with you. This is really nice too. It's whipped shea body butter. And I'm 43, but I don't feel like I look 43. And I will tell you, one of the things that I do is I always moisturize. I always moisturize after every shower. Every day I moisturize. And moisturizing your skin, if you didn't know this, and I will say this, there are some people that don't know. If your skin's itching, it's because it's dry. And one thing I try to always make sure that my kids are doing is putting on lotion after they, take a bath or a shower. And anyway, Mac didn't know this, so maybe there's other people that don't know this, but if your skin feels uncomfortable, put some lotion on. It's also good for anti-aging, okay? So these are great. Now, you know that I love makeup, okay? And tonight I put these lashes on. I stopped wearing lashes when I go live because I do think it looks a little goofy when I go live. In real life, I'll show you a picture, like if you even care. I'll actually post a picture of what I look like in person, and I don't look quite as goofy as I look on here. The lashes just don't have the same effect. But I love lashes, and I've been working with lashes for like the last year or so, and I won't make this too long because I know that not everybody loves makeup, okay? But if you don't want to mess around, and I didn't even say the F word. The old me would have said, if you don't want to F around with lashes, but you want the look of the lashes, I got these at Ulta. Eylure, and you can also get these on Amazon. They are pre-glued. And I literally took 10 seconds or less to put these suckers on. I also know what it's like to put the glue on and to attach those. I'm not that great at it. Eylure also has this magnetic, and I like the magnetic lashes. I'm better with magnetic lashes or pre-glued. So if you want to have the look of, I feel like it makes my eyes look more open and larger. Whatever. I'm not trying to be anime or nothing, but I love these. It says 15 hours wear. These are so light, I don't even feel them on me. I usually feel the glued ones on me whenever I do them. And I also, if you're just if you're trying to do eyelashes, I like to get the half lashes. Those don't feel heavy, and I never feel like but these pre-glued ones are worth it. I bought them online, not these exact brand, but I bought some pre-glued ones for like $30 each. Don't do that. At Ulta, they're much cheaper. I think I feel like I saw them on Amazon for like two pairs like this are like $8 or something. So you can buy them on Amazon. Okay. Also, this, I wanted to tell everybody about this. You can get this at Walmart. This Perky Sculptor Body. Wait. It's Perky Sculpting Body Hydrator. I got to tell you, this is so amazing. I know I'm losing people. We'll talk funny in just a second. This stuff, this is a cup. You can use this after you're done getting all the lotion out of it. This is a real coffee cup that you can put in the dishwasher, but it smells like coffee. And if you have cellulite, it's so good that it helps you with your cellulite. I don't know if you can see, it's so smooth. Also, it just smells like coffee, and I love coffee. And then you actually have a real coffee cup when you're done. I have a whole set now. So anyway, I wanted to share those with you. Oh my God, one more thing I have to share with you. I wanted to share with everybody, especially if you're into makeup. I found a new concealer foundation. It's this IRL filter. So in real life filter. You got to get this. You can get this on Amazon. You can get this at Ulta. I've not seen it at Walmart. This is the best stuff, y'all. I love it. I feel like I have flawless skin when I put it on. And yeah, that's what, if you don't want to do eyelashes, but you want your eyelashes, I started putting this Roden and Fields Enhancement Lash Boost. I bought this like 2 years ago and I didn't even start wearing it till like a few months ago. It really does work, but this is super expensive. So I don't necessarily, I will say if you have the money to drop like $100, this is really good. And I know a person that sells this, but if you don't have $100 to spend on your eyelashes, I got this at Ulta, and I think you might be able to get it at Walmart. I know you can get it on Amazon. It's the Eyelure. It helps your lashes grow, and when you are faithful about this, in 2 weeks, your lashes look fuller. And so I don't wear lashes. I don't put the fake lashes on that much anymore because I feel like my natural lashes have grown quite a bit and are thicker, and this is worth it. And I know there's a fear because it says like it can like discolor your eyes. My eyes are not discolored because of this. Just wanted to put that out there. I will you know what? I can drop the link to that if you even care. No, you probably don't care. No one's saying anything, so no one cares about my makeup musts. So I'm not going to go any further, but I think one way to help you kind of this is how I feel like my depression happens, okay? And you tell me how you feel if you struggle with depression, especially during winter, which I is again one of the reasons why I left Missouri was because I felt like their winters were long. I grew up in Missouri, that's why I love the Kansas City Chiefs. And I noticed that every winter I would get super, super, super blue. Thank you, Kim. Thanks, Kim. That's a good friend right there. Um, so I feel like I've always kind of dealt with this, but li- the older I am, I feel like the harder it is for me to like kind of push it back. So I do feel like I have to combat it with things, and I just feel like some of these things you have to like treat yourself, right? And smelling things makes me feel so much better. And also, again, I love makeup. I know it's not for everybody, but it does. There's something about a before and after because I've learned how to put makeup on better than I used to. There's just something about this transformation of before and after. Some people get that before and after fix when they clean. And there's occasionally when I get that, but honestly, cleaning sucks. So I don't necessarily get that before and after fix after cleaning, but I do with makeup. And I love that. I don't think so. Like if you had me like when you were 12, which, anyway, I'm not going to judge. Oh, Leslie, I'm so sorry. Gosh, what do you do, Leslie? You know, and it's crazy because when I'm with you, Leslie, I don't even know that. Like if you didn't tell me, and I know like I don't know that anybody would think that about me as either, right? And I don't think that depression means that you're crying all the time. I have been crying a lot more lately because I feel overwhelmed, and that's one of the ways that I get through my overwhelm, and the way that when everything's crashing on me. And I think depression looks different for everybody. And I can be depressed and not cry at all. I can be depressed and have no feelings, like just absolutely numb. Hey honey, I'm just talking to my friends.
Okay, I'm probably gonna make spaghetti.
Okay, great. I was so I feel so goofy in this moment, and I'm talking about something super serious, y'all. This is the first time that I have smiled so much in a day, and it started out. If Star is watching, she really helped me this morning. Talking with you guys is one of the ways that has really, and I think that's another reason that I've survived living in Alaska for through the pandemic and everything, was just always feeling connected to you guys. And then when I got to travel and see my friends again, it was just that fix that I needed. And even though I'm not as outgoing or what is that word? It's the opposite of another word that I cannot think of because my brain isn't going in places. Introverted, extroverted. I'm not as extroverted as I used to be. Like I like my alone time, but I do get that fix when I'm around people. But to go back, Leslie, to how you're saying, like when you struggle so long with it, I just am curious, like how do you combat it? Because I know mine looks like I go through these periods and then I come out of it, and then like I haven't felt depressed probably longer, and I've been on medication, and that's the crazy thing, I'm on medication. I'm literally on medication not to be depressed, and I'm still dealing with it. So, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts if you wanna share, and I just wanna say, Leslie, it's really brave that you shared that, and I appreciate you for that. Okay. 13. You're not that much older than me, and I don't even know how you don't have to tell me how old you are. Um, I hear you, Leslie. I hear you on that one, and I just want you to know that It is not easy to be a parent, and, yeah, like, I feel like sometimes when we have no patience, especially because you're in education too, and you're around all these other kids, and you would never dream of yelling. And I'm not saying that teachers never yell, and good teachers never yell, because we do lose our shit every once in a while too, and we have those moments. I've had plenty of those moments, but I feel like there's an even heavier guilt because we love our kids even more, and our patience for them is so much thinner when we get home after pouring into other people's kids and then our own kids. So, yeah. And I want you to know that I have been eating through my feelings, and I don't even feel guilty for eating through my feelings anymore, you know? I guess because I don't finish everything, so I feel less guilty about that, but I I don't know if I feel like food is a bad way to deal with stress anymore. If you can figure out a way to not, you know, eat too much, I guess, you know. I'm learning, it's a process. Yes, I agree, Pamela, and I will say that Secret Santa at work is helping me. I don't feel merry in any way, shape, or form, except right now I do, y'all. You guys are I love you so much. Thank you for talking with me. But the Secret Santa is fun. I don't know if you guys saw my TikTok. Nobody likes my TikToks. They like the TikToks that Wit is in because he's singing and he's so cute. But when I put a TikTok up, nobody really likes it. But I put a TikTok about Secret Santa revenge. So, like, if you work with people that you don't like, and not your Secret Santa, like, don't do it to the person that you have a Secret Santa with. You wanna do it to the other people because they're also getting Secret Santa gifts, but you could, like, put in some fake dog poop, or my friend Bonnie suggested, to wrap up toilet paper. Wrap it up really nice, and then they would open it up, and it would have toilet paper. And I think to even take that to another level, wrap up, like, not a full toilet paper, like, wrap up toilet paper that has already been used, and I'm not talking about, like, poopy toilet paper. I'm talking about, like, the roll has already been, been used a little bit. I think that would be an even worse revenge. What should I say? A revenge Secret Santa or a salty Secret Santa gift is anyway. So awesome, Pamela. 59. You're doing amazing. God, I hope I look good like you when I'm 59. Because you look amazing. Yes, I find it harder at this time of year. I don't know if it's work plus the added. Yes, yes. And I want to say, Kim, I feel like when there's these expectations, more like depression comes. I miss my dad. I lost my dad. Whit is going to be 6. So it's going to be 6 years. And he died in January of 2018, like right after the new year. So I also feel like this. And I feel my cousin Derek just lost his mom. And like, I hate that when it's right around the holidays. I feel like it's just worse because when you lose the parent that you love, like, maybe you have more than one parent that you love. If you do, you're lucky. If you have any parents that you love, but like, it's worse in the holidays. But then when it's around the holidays, and then you have all these added responsibilities to make sure that your family has a wonderful experience. Like, I feel really guilty right now that I don't have my tree up, and that I'm not even I don't even like Christmas carols that much. I sang this song. I'm gonna sing a song for you. It's one of my favorite Christmas carols, and it goes, "Joy to the world, the teacher's dead. We barbecued her head. What happened to her body? We flushed it down the potty and watched go round and round, and watched go round and watched it go round and round." And maybe it's because I grew up with the Garbage Pail Kids, but when I sang that to my kids the other night, I thought that they would laugh. And they said to me, "Mom, that is dark." It is so dark. It is absolutely so dark, but I still love it. It's terrible. Um, but like, I don't even know. I'm going back to carols. Like, I don't want to listen to carols nonstop. I do love some, but I also think that now that, like, my faith is kind of off the rails in some ways, like, I don't know what I like anymore. So all of that combined. So the responsibilities, the belief, the faith, I still have a lot of faith. Don't get me wrong. I love Jesus. Um, yeah, it's just there's so much. And the holidays, there's this pressure. There's so much pressure. And it used to be something that I loved. And I think that when as our kids get older, I don't know, I don't think it becomes easier, is all I'm saying. And you guys know, I don't even have to put it all into the good words because I don't get enough sleep. I don't. I don't get enough sleep. I haven't gotten enough sleep since I had one child. Since my first child, I have never gotten enough sleep. I don't know if I ever will again. Also, I'm perimenopausal, Pamela. So I did, in fact, have a horrible hot flash the other night, and it was the worst. So that sucks too. You love okay. Did you love the revenge one, are you talking about? Or did you love the one where we sang, um, about Batman? Joy to the world. Wait, Batman. Oh, it was the Batman one. Now I can't even think of it. See, this is my brain. This is my brain. I can't think of things that I wanna think. Surround yours yes, supportive people. I love that. Thank you. You guys are actually my hugs tonight. You're my supportive people. You're my supportive people. Seriously. Yes. I knew that something that helped me tonight was putting on some makeup, getting on here and just talking to people because I have not done that for a while. If Rochelle were watching, um I used to love, we haven't gone live very much this year. I think one time since the school um year has started, and it's because both of our schedules are crazy. I'm back in the classroom. So, I think that's a lot of the reasons why the holidays don't feel merry. And I'm trying to just one of the things that I really thought hard about this week, I took 2 days off of work, and try to just get stuff done around the house and just kind of like go through some of the stuff that I was dealing with. And also I just didn't feel 100%. It's just to kind of be more present. I felt like if I was more present with my family, then it doesn't really matter if I do all the holiday-ish things because I'm with my kids. And every time I'm with my kids and we play games and we're talking or we're reading a book, those are those are times that really fill my cup, and I don't always do that because sometimes I'm so tired, I just veg out for the rest of the day when I get home, and I don't feel good about that. My kids don't feel good about that. It's not good. Um, so yes, and I wanted to talk about I know this sounds like a really cheesy, how do I love myself? And I wanted to talk about this even through depression. One of my very dear friends, she's like a mother figure to me. She said, because this has been a mission for me for like the last few years, especially since I've been in Alaska because I started going through my midlife, right? Um, I'm gonna read what Kim's she's so awesome. If we create boundaries and realize simple is better. Thank you. You're so eloquent. I wanted to try to say this time and experience. I agree, Kim. And she eloquently said this. I'm going to leave this up here for everybody to see because it's the best thing. Um, and now I totally forgot what I was going to say, but this is worth it. I put my tree up 2 years ago and left it up. Now I don't have to worry about decorating. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that Leslie, sometimes our kids, yeah, they force us to keep living sometimes when we don't really have a lot of that going on, and I don't want to, yeah, we'll have to talk sometime. I'm not trying to minimize what you're saying at all. So I don't want to say too much, but I do feel like when we can't find that energy within ourselves, a lot of times we really are living for our kids. And I kind of understand that. And I don't even know what I was saying beforehand. Oh, how do I love myself? Okay, this is why I put this. Um, my friend asked me, "How do you love yourself?" And I've been going through this because I used to absolutely hate myself. I know that there are people that think I'm vain, and that's okay. They can think I'm vain. There's probably a part of me that does appear very vain. Um, but I've gone through this process because I used to never take pictures of myself. I used to never have pictures with me and my kids because I hated what I looked like. I couldn't stand it. I would just pick myself apart and I would feel worse after it. And I was trying to go through the steps, and I really just want to say that I think it really starts with how you talk to yourself in your head, how you that is the first thing that has to change. And I think that you have to say nice things to yourself. You have to pretend like you are your best friend. Like the things that we say to ourselves are things that we would never get away with saying to our friends, and we don't even believe it about our friends. We would never say these things to our friends because we love our friends and we would never wish to make them feel anything but loved, right? But we don't know how to do that for ourselves until we start talking to ourselves like we would talk to our best friend. And I want to say it's not just the inner dialogue that nobody else hears. When I started going through this process, I would look at myself in the mirror and I would talk to myself like that I was talking to another person. I wasn't even talking to me. I was talking to this woman that I loved, and I would just say the kindest things. I would find something good about my face to say, you know what, your eyebrows look so beautiful today. Like you're really doing a great job. And that sounds so stupid, but there was a time where I could not find a single thing to say nice about myself. Just a record of bullshit going on and on about how I felt about myself. And I could not get off that train. So just narrowing down. And I remember, now this is probably a little much, but I remember standing in front of my mirror without any clothes on, which was very fearful for me. I could not do that. I could not look at myself like that because I hated my body. And I remember finding like my stomach. I've had honestly 6 kids, right? And my stomach is very stretched out. And I remember speaking to my belly and just telling my belly, thank you for these beautiful beings that you have helped me bring into the world. And you're never going to be the same. And you don't have to be the same because you brought life into this world. And I know that not everybody can bring life into this world. So I hope that I'm not being offensive right now, but I had to look at myself and the experiences that I went through. And I had to find some sort of beautiful connection. And I remember it very clearly when I was actually speaking to my stretched out belly that the world would not define as beautiful in any way, shape, or form. And it started clicking. Like I cried. I cried talking to myself because I had never, ever, ever said anything like that to myself before. Ever. I had never said one thing. And I realized in that moment how awful I had been to myself. And I was never going to break that record if I couldn't talk kindly to myself. And I don't think that that solves all our problems. I just feel like it's the beginning. And I also remember talking to my legs because I don't like my legs. And I just remember complimenting my legs, saying, you are so strong. You carry me around, and just appreciating my health, you know? And that was just the mission on me. I feel like at first it was really forced to say these things. And it's so weird that I'm telling you. I don't, nobody's asking me to tell you this. I'm saying this and just in case it would help any person to find some love to have for themselves, right? Um, I remember when my mind started changing and I started looking in the mirror and actually believing that I was beautiful. And I wasn't lying to myself. Like I wasn't struggling to find something good about myself because I really did think, you're beautiful, Melody. And how does that kind of like tie into my health journey? It's took the pressure off me to think that I had to look a certain way, that I had to be a certain size to feel that I was beautiful. And like I can enjoy who I am right now. If I gain 5 pounds, if I lose 5 pounds, like I love myself and I've told myself and I promised myself I'm never going to give up on you, Melody. I would never give up on my best friend. You know, I'm never going to give up on you, Melody. Yes. Tonight? No. But we'll talk.
She called me about it.
You wanted her to come over here?
No, I go over to her house.
Okay, we'll talk after I'm done with this and I won't be too much longer. Those last minute things, you never know. But I just remember having those transformational moments and it took a long time. It took a really good year of those self-talks in the mirror and just, yeah. So are you sending me a note? Come here, Wit. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi, you want to say hi? Here. Okay. Oh my gosh. What does this say? Mom is the best. Mom is the best. Do you want to say hi, my love?
Hi.
Okay, hold on. I got to pick you up a little. You're getting heavier though. Say hi.
Hi.
So Wit is going to be 6 on Tuesday. He shares a birthday with his older sister, but he's going to be 6 and he is so stinking smart. You guys know. But And he's another reason why I needed to talk kindly to myself. I used to think it was only my little girls. I didn't want them to have the same body issues that I had, and I'm sure that I've actually contributed to some of that. Honestly, I feel like maybe I was too late, but I'm trying to make amends for that. But I think our sons are for surely also listening to us, and that's another reason. They are a reason why I love myself, and I made it a mission to love myself. So, you want to say anything?
Hi.
Yeah. So, all right, boo. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, we talked about the tree. Listen to what people you love say about you. I love this, Kim. Believe those words and embrace them. People see us so much differently than we see ourselves, but they're being genuine. Give yourself grace. And I want to say this, Kim, when somebody would compliment me and I didn't feel that inside, I would always downplay it. I would always say, like, no. And I'm not going to say that I don't do that sometimes, because there are times when I'm not feeling it and I feel like I don't deserve it. I do this less though. Just saying thank you. If somebody goes out of their way to compliment you and it is something that just fills your cup, and Kim, you are wonderful at this, by the way, saying thank you is so much better than saying, oh no, I'm not that way, or just saying something bad about yourself. Saying thank you. Now I am self-deprecating. It is a part of my personality. It is something that I don't mind being. And I think it's kind of funny. And I think there's a time and a place for it. And it is kind of funny. But I've also had to learn to balance that out. It's funny to crack jokes, and you can kind of help people, feel at home when you're able to be a little humble. But learning how to say thank you when somebody gives you a genuine compliment, that's skill. I remember talking to I'm just going to name drop. I love Victoria Thompson. She is a good friend of mine. If you follow her on Twitter or anywhere, it's at Victoria the Tech or whatever. And the first time I met her in real life, I was in Portland, and she came and we spent like she came and we visited. And we spent the day together, and the night, she hung out with me. She stayed over, and we just talked about everything. And I told her, God, you are so cool. You're such a cool young person. And she's like, I know. And I just thought, it cracked me up, but I was also really impressed because she's, quite a bit younger than me. And I thought, if I had been her age and had the confidence, and it wasn't snarky, She wasn't saying it in a bitchy way or anything. She was just saying, yeah, I know, because she knows. And I love that. I wish that I would have had that confidence when I was her age. And I wish I hadn't wasted so much time hating myself. So, fun story. But I love that, Kim. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. Yes. You should be on this. You should be on here with me, Kim. Stop comparing ourselves to others. We are all different and amazing with great gifts. I love this. And I think that when you get into this comparison game, and I think that most of my 30s, probably my 20s too, I feel like I was out of control comparing myself to others. Um, And I think you're right. And I think that some of us are better at not comparing ourselves than others because we learn, or some of us had what we needed when we were growing up. We had people, filling our cup, loving on us. Um, but I feel like that is a skill, like not comparing yourself to others, because you're going to be bitter. Oh, I love you too, bub. Thank you for these precious notes. Not comparing ourselves to others, that's hard. And loving what you have in your life, appreciating what you have in your life. And I sometimes have to do this for myself. I have to go through those things when I feel like I'm the dumbest person in the room. And this is the thing I struggle with still. Like when I'm with all these people and they're having these advanced degrees, and I'm like, oh, I'm the dumbest person in the room. And I guess I've struggled with this my whole life, to be honest with you. Not that I'm dumb, and I know that I'm not dumb, but this is where I compare myself the most, is intellectually. I feel, because I don't have an advanced degree, that um, I just feel that, insecurity. My words. I feel that insecurity. And I really have to talk myself through this, that nobody's putting that on me. Like, I'm taking that insecurity and I am either building that insecurity up or I am learning how to love myself through it and talk myself through it, that nobody else is looking at me like that. Nobody else is saying, "Oh, Melody, she's the dumb one in the room." That is all me. And I have to take responsibility for that and learn how, not to compare myself, because we all have something in our lives that other people are looking at thinking, "Man, I wish I had that." I wish that I was almost, getting you're about to finish what, your second master's, Kim? I wish I was, or are you like getting your doctorate? Are you getting your I know that you're about to finish something and you're going to be like an administrator, right? Or Leslie, I wish I had all the talent that you had, like in your bus, and the love and the respect that you have from your colleagues and all the stuff that you've accomplished. Like you know, eh, seriously, like I probably have thought about these things. So anyway, we all have something, right? Um, but agreed. It takes time to retrain your brain. Yeah. I love that. And I think that what you're saying is so true, Kim. And there's a time where no matter where we came from, we have to take the responsibility for the life that we want to have, not the life that, we felt like we had no control over when we were younger. That really resonates with me, Kim. I started my master's last January. Yes. Yes, you did. And you are so smart. You are so highly intelligent. Like, you don't need me to tell you that. But I love that you're sharing that, Pamela, and that gives me hope, because at one point I thought, I'm not going to go back to school. I'm too old, but I'm not. I would actually, one of the reasons I haven't gotten my master's, because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, and I thought I did. And now I still don't know. I want to do something with community. I know I want my next degree to have something with community, because it always comes back to community for me. And I was talking to Mac today. We went to brunch this morning, and there's, having that advanced degree gets you more competitive. And I just wish that I had that. That's the part that I wish that I had, because, I want to have higher pay in education, right? And I want to have, have options. You're getting your principal certification. Yes, I love that. And you're going to be an amazing administrator, Kim. Seriously, I would work for you. If I lived on the East Coast, I would move to where you were to work with you. Agreed. It is never too late to do what you want. And also working towards something like that keeps you young, right? Wit says you are the best. I need to love myself like Wit loves me. You are the best, little guy. So, you have a long time. Okay, but, and I mean a big but. I love saying this with my students. I'm like, but, and whenever I say that, and I mean, and they say a big but. Time seems like it's going much faster these days. Is it just me? Or does it seem like it's off the rails going fast? Which is another thing that is kind of depressing, to be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, right? I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm in a school now working on my EDS and IT. It's overwhelming, but I need more money and I have to stay busy to stay out of my head. Yes. Yes, 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 Leslie. Yes. I was just talking about this with somebody. I had some people that I work with. They don't really like my self-deprecation, which I don't feel like is too bad, but if they do, I need to watch it. Okay. Because if you self-deprecate and it makes other people feel uncomfortable, that's something to watch. But I was trying to explain, like, it's kind of my personality. And I didn't feel like it was too much. And who knows? I still don't think, but it's not about my perspective. It's about that. But I feel like staying out of my own head that's one of the reasons why I do it. So I don't take myself so seriously. So I kind of crack up some jokes to get myself out of my own head. And I will say, Leslie, that getting out of my own head has been a life skill that I feel like I am finally winning. And I think one of the reasons that I struggled with my own self-esteem and confidence when I was younger is I just took myself like way too more seriously, like mistakes, the drive for perfection, all of that really weighed on me. All right. I know I need to get off here pretty soon, but I don't want to. I want to say life lessons learned in 2023, and I want to give you all. I want to give you all what you've kind of picked up in 2023. Some of the things that I learned that learning to love yourself is a process always. I feel like that is a big theme for 2023. Another thing is just why does this always happen? It was right there at the tip of my tongue. Let's see if somebody else can remember what their life lesson was. For sure. For sure. For sure. What is your life lesson? Can we so that Melody can come back around to what she was going to say? So when I do my podcasting or when I do my lives, one of the things I do so that I don't interrupt people when you know how like when people are saying things and you jump into the conversation, I try not to do that. I feel like actively listening, you should listen to somebody, let them talk, especially if they're on your podcast, right? Like you're giving them the opportunity to talk about themselves. I love that about my platform is that I love letting other people shine because it's so awesome when I get to be a guest on other people's podcasts and they want to know about me and they get to give me the floor to talk. I love it. So I try to do that as much as I can. One of the things that I like to do is have a pad of paper always by me. And I feel like I learned this from Dr. Dave Schmittou because when I was on his podcast like 3 years ago, he had such good conversation skills with me. And I just know he was writing stuff down because he never interrupted me. And so what I do when I'm talking with people, I write stuff down so that even I won't forget what I'm going to say. And so we can come back to a point and I'll know what I said, but I have not written anything down tonight. I just put these headings on there so I can't remember. I want to tell you though, something that I love. About when my job before I went back into the classroom for anybody out there that doesn't know me very well, I had been traveling for 2 years, like, a few days, sometimes 2 weeks out of a month. And even though it's not really something that I can do all the time now, and I shouldn't because my kids are little and it was driving my husband crazy. But he was a good sport about the whole thing and very supportive. I love traveling. But I didn't know that I loved traveling. I never felt the confidence of traveling until I was always on the road. And I have this now where I can do anything. And Kim, you saying that I'm stronger than I believe. I believe that now. Like there are very few things that I can't do. I will say that I knew to get more confidence driving in this weather today when it's snowing like crazy, right? And Mac is driving and he's so much confidence. And even when he slips, he doesn't freak out. He stays calm and he just keeps driving. And I'm like, that's what I want my kids to drive. I want them to have that confidence because they know what they're doing. I don't want to teach them my fears. I want them to learn confidence so that they know how to do even in those situations that are sticky. And I think so. You are the best little man. I need to get off here pretty soon, guys. But oh my God, I know what my life lesson is, and it goes with this: just learning how to fail and being so comfortable with failure. I feel like I was very successful in 2023, but I also failed a lot. And when I say failed, was just making a ton of mistakes. And some mistakes were pretty terrible, and some mistakes weren't that terrible. And learning how to roll with those, learning how to, I think Dolly Parton said it the best like, win or lose, even if you lose, you're still gaining something, you're gaining experience. And that is always going to stay with me. I love Dolly Parton too. But life is about experiencing those highs and those lows. And even if they're not always the highs, maybe you're experiencing some lows, knowing that you're not losing because you're gaining experience. I think that is one of the best life lessons for myself in 2023. Don't want to teach them your fears. Yeah. Which is one of the reasons why I'm an insecure driver and I don't have a lot of confidence because just that was the environment that I grew up in. And and I know that can happen. So yeah, I don't want to teach them my fears. And one of the reasons, and I want to go back to something that Leslie said, some things that we do for our kids, like I want to be my best self so that my kids want to be their best selves. And I loved my time out of the classroom. I loved like traveling for my last job. I loved that my girls got to see a woman do a job that wasn't just like a normal, like, you know what I mean? I love you too. I love you too. I loved that they got to see me grow in confidence and do something that they had never seen me do before. And I hope that sticks with them. I just love how we want to be better for our kids, and our kids can really do that. Yes. Yes. I wish I didn't understand what yes, but yes. All right. I totally get that. I love that. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Kim, Leslie, Pamela, and Amy, and anybody else who just stayed here and just listened, even if you didn't have a comment. And you know what? I might have had a comment that didn't come through because and Mel, Um, I just received your message, Mel, on my phone. Thank you for coming, for listening. And okay, so there's a lot of comments. I just received your Okay, you guys are on my personal Facebook, I think. So good. I did see you. Wonderful. Wonderful. I did see everybody's comments. I hate when I lose their comments. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and just being here with me. I have loved this time, and I hope that if your holidays aren't feeling so merry right now, just to know that, you're definitely not alone. A lot of us are feeling that way. If I would love it if you wanted to reach out to me, because you guys, I I don't know, like it just does something when I can reach out to my friends and talk with them and talk through this and know that I really am not alone. I'm like other people are going through this. Our world is so crazy right now. Um, I can't even say the right words because I have friends that are Palestinian. I have friends who are Jewish, and I have friends that feel strongly about both sides. But then you see the videos and everything, and it's so emotional. And you don't want any of your friends to feel like you're against them, right? But also just knowing that there's things happening that are out of your control, that then you also feel like you're supporting them through our like I just all of that gets to you, and I feel like, yes, Leslie, thank you, because this I don't even want to say this is my escape tonight. I honestly feel like I'm being present with people that I love, and I am so rich in friendships and community, and you guys really came through for me tonight. Thank you, because I love you, and I hope that you do have a good holiday season, whatever you celebrate, with whomever you celebrate. I hope that you have moments of real joy, and I hope that you are with people that you love. And I want to say to my friend Mel, if he's still watching, I love you. And yeah, and thank you for being my friend. And just I love you guys. I hope I get to do this again. I will do this again. Okay. And if you want to go live with me and you want to join me, let me know, and I'll send you the link and you can come join me and we'll talk and have a good conversation. But I love all of you. Have a wonderful holiday season, or not. If you don't want to have a good holiday season because you just have don't have a good holiday season, I hope you make it through the day, and and I hope you make it through this season in one piece, if that's about all that you can do right now. Love you so much. Bye, guys.